This video relates to the question on the depths of snow at a ski resort, and we're going to enter some data and we're going to find out some measures of dispersion and central tendency, as well as create a box and whisker plot using the Casio. So first of all, turn it on. Make sure you're in statistic mode, which is here. You can either press 2 or just enter there, and then you should end up with this list thing. Now I've already got stuff in here and I can't be bothered entering it, so I'm just going to go straight to list 3 to enter in the snow depths. Now, it doesn't matter what order I entered in, so I'm just going to enter it in the order that the question has given it to me. So 35, this is all in centimeters, 75, 125, 55, 60, 75 again, 65, 65, 45, 120, 70, 110. So that data is all in there now. So there's a few things we can do. The question asks you for the range, the median, the lower quartile, upper quartile, interquartile range. So we're just going to straight away do that. I'm going to press exit and look for, go to this screen here. You see here? Now, if you can't see that, remember you've got an arrow so you can scroll through. You might have scrolled through the wrong way. So what I'm looking for is calc. All right. I've got two options. I can go and graph it or calculate, but I'm just going to go straight to calc. And I'm just going to press set because I want to make sure I'm on the right list here. Set list 3. Now, if you're not on list 3, you collect list and you tell it what list you're doing the data on, right? So make sure you remember that. If you forget, just go straight to exit and go, oh, okay, there's my list. It's list 3. Okay. So again, calc, set it up, list 3. Now you need this. Remember, we're doing one variable test. Forget about this 2. We're not doing a 2 variance test, just a 1 variance. So the list is 3. Now I don't have a list of frequencies because I've entered everything in once. So then I need to make sure this says 1. Don't let it say a list. If, for example, it's got a list in there because you've been doing something else, then make sure you choose this 1, not list. So choose that. Okay, so it's 1. So what it's telling is, what I'm telling the calculator is I've entered in the data individually, one at a time. I haven't got an actual frequency table. I've just entered in the data, one piece of data at a time. So that's essential, otherwise you're going to mess up. All right, so exit. And now I'm ready to do the test, the first variance test. So now I press that, and I have everything I need. Remember what the X bar means? X bar means the mean. Not sure if the question actually asked me that. But it did ask me for, what does it say? It asked me for the median. So let's just go down until we find the median. There we go. Median is 67.5. Okay. And it also asked me for the lower quartile. Well, there it is there, 57.5. And there's the upper quartile. Interquartile range, you just subtract one from the other. There's the maximum value, the minimum value. So if you want to find the range, you just subtract the biggest from the smallest to get the range. That's what you need, right? All this information is all here in one chart, but all you've been asked for is the range. So get the minimum value and the maximum value and subtract. And the median and the interquartile range will be between this and that, between the upper and the lower. So that's everything you need. Now let's go back and try and set this up in a whisker plot graph. So press exit again, exit twice. Make sure you have these options here. So we're going for graph this time. So we're going to graph. Now we need to set it up. Okay, so we set up the graph. And what sort of graph do we want? Well, here's your options: scatter graph, XY graph, this pie graph, histogram box. So I choose box. Okay, box. Then the list, remember what I said, if you forget what list it is, you just press exit and go back. The list, and my list number that I'm working on is 3, because list 1 and 2 is something else. And then frequency is 1 because I don't have a list, remember. I entered the data individually. Now I'm leaving the outliers off for the moment because I don't think I was asked about them. So there, I'm done. That's all set up. So exit again. And now we should have, there we go. There's our box and whisker plot, which doesn't really tell us much. It's very pretty. But we want to get some information just from here. We go to trace. That's here. So Shift F1. And I can trace across the graph. See here, here's the minimum value. There's the first quartile, the median, the upper quartile, and the maximum. And then you have your graph. So going back, here's your list. Okay. Here's your calculation. First variance, ignore the second for now. The first variable with all the information you need. Your lower quartile, your upper quartile. Exit again, and here's your graph. It's already been set up. We've got to graph 1. Now, I could in actual fact set up 2 different graphs if I want to. I've got the option of having 3 different settings. What I would recommend is you have, say, graph 1 as your histogram setting, and this is your box whisper plot setting, but you'll get more confident with that the more examples you practice. Okay, I hope that was clear for all of you.